Let's take a look at how to become a great graphic designer in India in 2021. If you are a college student or if you've just graduated and you want to explore this field of design, I'll be talking about exactly what elements you should understand, what are the different fields in graphic design, what are the places in which you can get your clients, and at the end I'll be talking about some really helpful tips that will save you a lot of time as well as money. So make sure that you watch this video till the very end, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and let's get into this one. I began graphic design back in 2019 December. It's going to be about 2 years now, and I have learned a lot along this journey. There are basically 7 elements that you should be mastering when you are getting into graphic design. These are going to be line, shape, color, texture, type, space, and the image. Now these things are going to be super important, and mastering them and understanding exactly when to use what and how much of it to be used is going to be super crucial if you want to get clients, if you want to create some amazing work. Always remember, when you are doing graphic design, it's a lot more about watching 20% and 80% implementing and building things as much as possible, and that's what has really helped me out. Let's take a look at the different fields that you have as a graphic designer that you can go into. Number one is going to be brand identity design. Then you have marketing and advertising design, packaging design, you have web and user interface, you have print and publication design, you have lettering and type design, you have graphic illustrations, and at the end you have data visualization and infographic design. Talking about the salary, it can vary a lot depending on what field do you want to get into, but just to give you an example, in India, UI UX designers get paid around the same amount as that of a software engineer. Yes, that is the truth. You might have heard a lot of people say that software engineering is the only way to go. That is definitely not the case. If you are great at design, you can get some great packages as well. But I would say that a lot of graphic designers end up doing freelancing, and that is when they get paid a lot more than an actual job of a graphic designer. Now let's take a look at how can you learn the skill of graphic designing. Now I've already talked about this in a separate video in which I talked about the free resources and courses that you can take to become a great graphic designer. But just to let you know, Figma, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, XD, Canva, Sketch, Spark, Affinity Design are some of the softwares that you can use to learn the skill of graphic designing. Some of these are going to be free, some of these are going to be paid. A lot of you will anyways be looking out for torrents to get cracked versions of these softwares, so you can look at that if you're interested. But if you want to use a free alternative for Adobe, there is something called as Photopea that I will link in the description that you can use. It's an online website that is very much similar to Adobe Photoshop, so that can also be a great alternative that you can take a look at. That is completely for free. Then you have Canva. I think that Canva has disrupted the whole graphic design field, and Canva has become like a great starting point for graphic designers. I think it's definitely a great thing that you can get started with, and I've also made a video in which I talk about how people are making over 4,000 to 5,000 rupees for every single social media post that they are making with the help of Canva using sites like Fiverr, and Canva of course is for free. The most important or the most biggest mistakes I see amateur designers make are not understanding about contrast and colors, not understanding about space, about negative space and how it works, and not understanding about what type to use. You need to understand one thing very particularly, that every single type or every single font family or font face that you see gives you a particular sense of feeling, right? Like take a look at this font and then take a look at this font. Now both of these fonts are very much different in the way that they make you feel when you look at them and when you read them. So you need to understand what font to be used where and what sort of feeling do they give away to the user, to the customer. Next, let's take a look at the portfolio. Now the portfolio is going to be the most important thing that you will be building as a graphic designer. If you want to get some great opportunities, this is the most important thing that you should be focusing on. Make sure that you create a stellar portfolio for yourself. You can either use a website or you can also build your own portfolio on Dribbble as well as Behance. Make sure that you update it as soon as possible, as frequently as possible, with the best work that you are doing right at the moment. Next, let's take a look at how do you get clients. Now you are a graphic designer, you can either work at a job or you can work as a freelancer. Once your profile is complete, now is the time for you to build social profiles, start learning in public, sharing whatever it is that you are learning, start organizing events, start meeting people in events, and start understanding about this field and this industry of graphic design. You need to start engaging with people on LinkedIn as well as on Twitter, apply for job openings. Always remember, do not work for free. You can give a free demo, but working for free as an intern or as a graphic designer is definitely not a good thing that you should be doing right there. Let's take a look at the websites that you can use to get your clients if you want to approach freelancing platforms. These will basically be including Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, 99 Designs, TopTal, Guru, people per hour, Dribble, LinkedIn, Design Hill, and Twine, among others. So do take a look at all of these websites. The next thing that you'll be looking at is going to be inspiration. Now, design is one of those creative fields in which you need to know what other people are doing, how other people are creating their designs, so that you can get inspired and you can get motivated and you can work on your designs as well. You can check out Dribble and Behance. These are great sites that you can use to find a lot of graphic designers, connect with them, learn from them. You can also get clients on these websites if you want to. Now let's take a look at the conclusion. I would like to conclude by saying that this is going to be a field in which you have to constantly learn about different styles, different methods, different softwares, different techniques, and that is going to be really helpful for you whenever you are going into this field. Also, once you are in this field of graphic design, start learning a little bit about brand strategy and how it all works. There is an excellent podcast episode I recorded with Chris Du. He has been working as a designer for the past 25 years and he has basically shared whatever he has learned, and that video would definitely be insightful for you. So take a look at that with the link in the description. But I would want to stress upon the fact that you need to incorporate yourself, make a legal entity. You need to learn about how to create contracts, learn about taking 50% advance payments, learn about creating invoices, and learn about keeping track of all the projects that you're working on. As you start getting more clients, you will understand the importance of doing all of these things. These are not related to design particularly, but when you're working as a designer, it's really important that you understand all of these things. And that is all that you need to know if you want to become a great graphic designer. Thank you so much for spending your time on this video. It would mean the world to me if you write in the comment section, I watched till the very end. Hit like button and share this video with your friends. Create a circle of graphic designers and start working together, start building projects together, start getting clients together, and learn in public. That is going to be really important. Thank you so much for watching. All the videos that I've talked about in this video are linked in the description, so you can take a look at that if you're interested. You can follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.